Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another dark, cold, rainy vlog here in Melbourne on my Ninja 400. I know the title is a little bit clickbaity, but today we're going to talk about a gripe I have. Now, this gripe has very little to do with the motorcycle and more to do with the rules and regulations down here in Victoria. I think you have to go 40 when passing an emergency vehicle. Every single time I'm down here, there are always flashing lights. Usually highway patrol, more often than not, someone's pulled over. So down here in Victoria, you must hold your restricted license for a total of 3 years before you can ride a non-learners approved motorcycle. And that is excluding the amount of time you spend on your learners. The soonest you can get your restricted license after your learners is 3 months. So 3 years and 3 months before you're able to hop on a piss missile / crotch rocket. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a patient dude, kind of. But 3 years and 3 months, that's a long time, man, even for me. God, it is so wet out here, and I'm trying to avoid those white markings like the plague. It's now gotten to a point where I'm just really starting to crave a motorcycle that I actually want. And that's not to say the Ninja 400 isn't a fantastic bike. It's incredible, and it has served me well. But I've now held my restricted license for well over a year. And prior to April 2016, the rules used to be 1 year on your restricted license before you can ride whatever you want. And then as of that date and year, they changed the rules. They made it 3 years instead of 1. Now, I think 1 is pretty decent. That's a solid amount of time. 2 years, yeah, it kind of also makes a bit of sense. But 3? I don't know, man. This is me just venting. I'm not necessarily saying that that's the incorrect period of time. You know, I haven't done any research. I'm not the one who's consulted peer-reviewed articles in order to come up with that time period. I'm very well aware that this is just a young fella who's pretty much complaining about not being able to ride a crotch rocket. So my reasoning may not be so much logical as it is emotional. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, jeez, 1 year, get over yourself. That's nothing in terms of experience. And you're right, it isn't. But the problem is I've been damn near well dailying this bike for quite a while now. And all I really do is commuting. You know, I'm not taking it to the hills and trying to drag my knee. I'm not trying to pop wheelies. All I do is commute, and I'm a pretty risk-averse, safe kind of guy. So not much is going to change if I was to hop on a super sport, which is why I'm a bit bitter about the fact that I have to wait a whole 2 more years before I get to ride the bike that I actually want to ride. It's a real tearjerker because I'm pretty sure in New South Wales it's 2 years, and you know, that's bearable. I'm at a point in my riding journey where I'm kind of ready for an upgrade, and I'm not saying I've unlocked the full potential of the Ninja 400 and I've outgrown it. I'm not saying that at all. It's just I want an inline 4 sports bike. That's it. Like, I'm not wearing my glasses because they don't have a pin lock on them, which means in the cold with the visor down, they fog up, and I can't open the visor if it's raining because then I lose vision quite severely. Alright. How do I do this? How do I always manage to get lost? Like, I looked up the directions before I came, and I've got Google Maps speaking into my ear. Hopeless, mate. I'm so hopeless with directions. Well, enough complaining. Let's go dance some bachata. Did well. I really want to push it out of the rain, but I don't want to obstruct the footpath. Woo! What a rush! Oh man. Man, that was so good. I needed that. I needed that bad. It's just good for the soul, you know? I feel alive. That was really fun. The moment I come to a standstill, my glasses are fogging up because of how sweaty I am and how cold it is outside. Not ideal. I have like zero vision till I start moving. A few of you who've actively been watching my videos will know that I recently, when I say recent, like a couple of months ago, released a video talking about how I need to be more grateful for the things that I have and the achievements that I've accomplished, the Ninja 400 being one of them. So I must sound like an absolute hypocrite because here I am complaining again. But let's look at it from a positive angle, shall we? Sorry, I have to keep the visor open so the wind noise might be a little... Yeah, let's look at it. Let's look at the positives of this situation. Now, I know for a fact that I can fall in love with this bike again. The key, right? And yes, there is a secret ingredient to this recipe, and that is to get out there into the hills and go out for the sake of riding instead of just commuting. Because all I do right now is use this thing as a machine to get me from A to B, and let's be real, after a while, you know, doing the speed limit, pretty much staying upright, filtering a bit here and there, you start to lose your love for the machine. And I feel like the remedy is to just go out and do some canyon carving. So that's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm putting this video out there to hold myself accountable to that promise I'm making. I'm going to get out there, and one of these weekends I'm just going to ride for the sake of riding. So there we go, folks. Yes, I'm annoyed at Victoria's rules and regulations. 3 years, it's ridiculous. But I'm extremely aware of the fact that I'm just a young dude who wants to get out there and sink his teeth into a proper piss missile. And, you know, that argument doesn't really hold a lot of weight in terms of why the 3 years should be shorter. What do you guys think? Do you think 1 year is enough? That was what it used to be pre-2016. Or do you guys believe that 2 years is enough? I think that's the case in some other states around Australia. Or do you think Victoria's monstrous 3-year period is acceptable and appropriate for us restricted riders? Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm glad that you guys came along with me for this journey, and I hope to see you on the next one. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. See you guys later.
You say you got them guns, but I've never seen you bang. You say you got them drugs, but I've never seen you slang.